Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay guys, let's try to create the trading plan for the beginning of the week. As usual, it's very difficult to comment just this single small candle that stands for Friday, because it hasn't changed significantly the overall picture that we have on the euro currency, and most part of our analysis has been announced and said on Friday. We have said that in general overall situation on the market could be really decisive picture, the defining moment for long-term perspective on the euro currency, and mostly we probably should pay attention to longer charts, bigger picture, and particular to this question we have dedicated the weekly research. There are a lot of interesting moments in the monthly and weekly time frame analysis in particular. But in the beginning of the week, market still closer and closer to a very significant point, is area around 133.50 area. We are around 133.50 level. Well, this level is significant by many reasons. One of them is, if we will take a look at this megaphone pattern that is developing, that it will be decisive for medium-term perspective. Very often how downward breakout happens. Market shows the fifth way construction inside of it, first, second, third, fourth, fifth way, but fifth way very often doesn't reach the upper border. Market still, it has no power, fails somewhere lower than the previous top and continue move down. That could become the sign of weakness and the sign that market probably will start to move to the downside. This area, this moment is even more significant because this area will be significant resistance. That is the monthly pivot resistance 1618 extension of that swing from that high to that low, 1618. That's, by the way, the butterfly on the 4-hour time frame chart. And also, as we will see on the 4-hour time frame, that will be the weekly pivot resistance 1. From the bullish perspective, this moment is significant by another reason, is that when market shows price action as here, for instance, initial thrust up, gradual but choppy upward action that reminds the flag pattern. It's currently doesn't look like flag, but very often it happens as the flag, but sloped not in the opposite direction, as usually happens when market starts move up, but flag that slopes in the same direction of the trend. After that flags, such sort of the horizon, parallel channels, market very often shows the fast acceleration to the upside. And if this will happen, that will be the sign that probably market really could show the breakout of this broadening channel, broadening triangle, and really could show the starting point for bullish development on the big picture. That could be a really significant moment on the coming week. Probably this could happen on the coming week. The 1618 extension is significant by the reason that we have discussed many times, is that when market hits the overbought, it very often shows the 1618 continuation before any significant reversal or resistance will start. Here that has happened, here has happened, that happens again, here this could happen again. That's why in the beginning of the week we have to keep an eye on this area. Of course, it's obvious that it's probably not make sense to take any position before any clarification from the market will happen, because this will be really very risky. I think that when the market will show the acceleration or breakout or something more clear action, we could take the position on the retracement. That will be much safer. That we also have discussed on Friday. Now let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame we have the same butterfly. Now market calling around 127 extension of this pattern, but stands above it. we could see that weekly pivot point stands right here. And I can't exclude the possibility that market probably could retest the weekly pivot point, test the weekly pivot point of the coming week, and only after that will show the move to this area. Here you see the combination of the 1618 target, monthly weekly pivot resistance 1 also stands at this area. Here, for instance, if we'll take a look at the MACD indicator, we'll see that this looks like the divergence, but probably at my mind this looks more like the bullish dynamic pressure rather than divergence, since trend in general shows the downward action or at least flat action, but price action shows some more and more moving to the upside, gradual move to the upside. In general, if we'll take a look at any chart of the euro currency on the monthly time frame, on the weekly time frame, we will see that market in general shows not quite logical development for bearish continuation. Especially this is could be seen on the weekly time frame. It's especially bright on the weekly chart. If you would like to know the details, read the analysis of the weekly chart and you will understand what we are talking about. Well, and when the market doesn't show the logical continuation, logical response on bearish patterns, bearish signs, it means that market is ready to show something different. And something different, this is probably some bullish action. That's why I feel that we could see really a strong move to the upside. I do not want to say that it has to happen, and I can't prove it because we do not have clear patterns just yet, but in general how market behaves on the higher time frames, what it shows here, well, just makes me feel that something is going on here, and that is not quite logical and not quite expected by the investors on the market, by the participants of the market. And I suspect maybe this will coincide with some surprising fundamental event that very often happens on the market as well. But I feel that probably it could happen that we will see some fast acceleration. I'd not call you to take the long position in advance of this will happen, because as I said, this will be more in gambling, but be sensitive to the signs that market will show us. If market will pass through the 1618 and market will fail with this reversal pattern, butterfly's reversal pattern, if market will fail with it, well, that will be the really significant sign, especially if market will continue move above the monthly pivot resistance 1, above the weekly pivot resistance 1, and if this will happen tremendously fast, well, that could really be the starting point of something big on the big picture. So we'll see. And that being said, as the result, probably until this will happen, until market will show us more clarification, I call you to not take any active positions. Just wait and monitor how market will respond on the moments that we have just discussed. Well, because I think that this should happen soon. If market and when it will show some more clear action, some fast action, well, we will discuss it in our weekly research, daily videos, and we'll try to make the plan how to take the position in the direction of this future development, because targets of these potential moves are really impressive. So you could take a look at the research of the monthly time frame, you'll see what I'm talking about, and we will have a lot of time to take the position in the right direction, and that will be much safer than trying to really catch the luck and take the position in advance of this possible event.